Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. The problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last too long. What happens in time and it obvious?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey! 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Ready.
First play is to the air. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand.
Hold it ready.
That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
Panther 60.
Will Rowe from the gun. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or what big tight ends are fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Seven Pirates.
Shotgun now for Milroe. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
18 Rattlers.
48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Milroe. Complete. Derrick Henry. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Complete out to the right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Won't get paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. No longer. Makes the grab in bounds left side. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensive move to go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, Ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Northern Illinois. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Nice game left side. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Pick up there of 39 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
The give now to Henderson. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here. Brock gets 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Looking right, and he finds him. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Craft all 80.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Keith, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Get it. Ready.
Trying for it, it's Walker. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready, set.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Red. Let's go.
Good play action here. It's Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Second and 14 at the 33-yard line.
On the set.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second.
Here we go. Let go.
Throwing off the play fake. One's cut along the left sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Chased out to his right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Toss play. This is Walker. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You can keep your job at the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
68, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, Milrow. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Their own 35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it on 2nd and short. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Henderson here from the gun. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got to move one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And we go to Henderson on the jump off. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he stopped right as he reaches the 10. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Bengals.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Drive begins with a walker run. A lot of space ahead. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
70, hot.
Milrow with it on 1st. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll go play action.
quarterback. The first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles! Ready,
Running left, here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals get it back on his 6th interception of the season. First down from the 41. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here we go, shot. 18 card, bring it.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
36-yard line.
Third and long for him here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
60.
Here's a design run. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's another for it. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip at a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McPherson, the kick
Olsen on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Walker now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
70. Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60.
Throwing from the gun here. Bengals get to him and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
Throwing here, Milrow. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Oh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Lead us to the 27.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. I don't like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. To throw here on 1st down. Has it downfield working the left. Into the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
18, Rodley, 18, count.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That one's complete, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now. 19, Lion. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Viking, 18.
Well-designed run. Here's Milrow. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bengals have a first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Henderson on his own read. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got for big yards on the right side. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
They're going to try and throw it here. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. They sent him with that sack in my block. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a seat.
He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
2nd and 10, here's a pass. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Room to run inside the 20. Finally caught, and he lost the football. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest and longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, close season.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Viking 18, Rattler 18, Dragon 60. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here's a screen now for Walker. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Milroe throwing on third down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And hey, we see him under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Keeps it on the option here. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Takes the 2nd down snap. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They give now to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. He'll call his own number. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal. Running for it, it's Henderson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals put up even more points in a win. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions.
From the gun, Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
2nd and 10. Milrow to throw. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Now an inside give to Walker. 3 inside the 30. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now it's Milrow in the offense, looking to go for 2.
Here we go.
Line up the design keeper. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead.
56. Seahawks 36. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Well, this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This is Henderson. Breaks through and breaks away. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The give now to Henderson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Sticking with Henderson. And this hasn't been a common sight with him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bengals ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. McPherson's kick is good. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 18 Cards, Mustang 19. Let's go.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
70. Shot 60. Shot 60.
Here's Milroe to throw. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. Like 65 cats, 6 Buffalo 18.
Third and long for him here. Brought in right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
That's good.
They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Throwing here, Milrow. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Makes the grab in bounds and upside. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tag. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Caught out wide. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
He will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Sign quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Seattle.